Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are fine. So in my last video, I finished the explanation of the midnight visitor, and today in this video I am going to summarize the chapter, and I will also discuss answers to all the questions. Okay, so get ready for the same. So in this interesting story, Ozible was a secret agent. He was staying in a French hotel. A young and romantic writer named Fowler came to meet him. Fowler was disappointed to see Ozible. He was a sloppy fat man. His room was at the top and sixth floor of that musty and gloomy hotel. When they both entered the room and Ozible switched on, they found that a man was standing in the center of the room. He had a pistol in his hand. It was the first thrill of the day for Fowler. The name of the man with gun was Max. He said that he had come there to snatch the report from Ozible, which he was expecting to receive. Ozible remained silent and cool. He seemed to be angry with the management of the hotel. He cooked up a story about the balcony. He told him that there was a balcony just below the window of his room, and last month too an unknown person had entered the room through the balcony. Max told Ozible that he had used a master key to enter the door. He wished that he should have entered through the balcony way. It would have been more easier. There was still half an hour for the report to arrive. There was a sudden knocking at the door. Ozible smiled. He said it must be the police because he himself had called them for the protection of such an important report. Max was nervous. He jumped through the window to the balcony, but there was no balcony as Ozible had told him. He fell down to the ground from the sixth floor and was killed. Then the door opened. The waiter entered the door with a tray and bottle of wine and 2 glasses. Ozible had ordered for them. The waiter left. Fowler did not know anything about the balcony. He feared that Max would return soon, but Ozible told him the fact that he would never return as there was no balcony there. Thus, Fowler was much impressed by his cleverness and presence of mind. So we have seen how cleverly Ozible handled Max, and he hatched a story. He cooked a story about a balcony, and there was no existence of balcony, and Max jumped to the balcony, and as there was no balcony, so he fell off the ground and died. And Fowler, earlier he thought that Ozible's personality did not suit any secret agent. But in the end, Ausable proves that a book cannot be judged by its cover. So his personality does not suit a secret agent, but his presence of mind was really appreciable. Okay. So now let us discuss question answers. Look at the questions which are at page number 14. I have discussed them already, but again I am going to discuss them all together. Okay. How is Ausable different from other secret agent? So as we have gone through the story, Ausable was different from other secret agents in many ways. He had a small room in the musty corridor of a gloomy French hotel. It was on the 6th and top floor, and it was scarcely the setting for a romantic adventure. He was extremely fat in spite of living in Paris for over 20 years. He spoke French and German only passably and had an American accent. Instead of getting messages slipped into his hands by dark-eyed beauties, he got only a telephone call, making an appointment. In these ways, Ausable was different from other secret agents. Okay. So now look at question number 2 on page number 14. Who is Fowler and what is his first authentic thrill of the day? So here Fowler was a writer and he had come to meet Ausable. Fowler's first authentic thrill of the day came when he saw a man in Ausable's room pointing a pistol towards Ausable and himself. So when Ausable saw a man, he was Max, pointing a pistol towards Ausable and himself, so it was the first authentic thrill of the day for him. Now let us discuss answers to the questions which are at page number 15. So yes, read and find out page number 15. How has Max got in? So we know very well that Max had got into the room with a pass key or a master key. Okay. Second one, how does Ausable say he got in? So according to Ausable, Max had got into the room through the balcony. He said that it was the second time in a month that somebody had got into his room through this way. So according to Ausable, Max entered his room through the balcony, and it was according to Ausable's plan. There was no any balcony there, but very cleverly he made Max believe that there was a balcony. And now let us discuss answers to the questions which are page number 18, page number 18. Sorry, it is I think page number, yes, 18. Think about it. The first one, Ozible did not fit any description of a secret agent Fowler had ever read. What do secret agents in books and films look like, in your opinion? Discuss in groups or in class some stories or movies featuring spies, detectives, and secret agents and compare their appearance with that of Ozible's in the story. You may mention characters from fiction in languages other than English. In English fiction, you may have come across Sherlock Holmes, Hercule Poirot, or Miss Marple. Have you watched any movies featuring James Bond? So now answer to this question you have to write on your own. So whatever the story you have read on a spy, on a secret agent, so you have to write this answer on your own. Okay, so according to that, if you have watched any movie of James Bond, so you have gone through the questions and hints are given. So according to stories you have read, according to movies of James Bond you have watched, you have to answer this question. Okay, so now look at question number 2. How does Ozible manage to make Max believe that there is a balcony attached to his room? Look back at his detailed description of it. What makes a convincing story? Yes, that is very important question and also very interesting question. It's very important question as well as very interesting question. How does Ozible manage to make Max believe that there is a balcony attached to his room? Look back at his detailed description of it. What makes a convincing story? Yes. So student, how we can answer to this question? Ozible told Max that someone entered his room through the balcony last month. Before that day also, he also told him that he had asked police to give him protection as he had some important papers with him. On listening it, Max became nervous and just wanted to escape from police. As a result, without noticing, without inquiring, he jumped out of the window and fell down. Ozible's ability to think quickly and calmly in a situation of panic makes it convincing. So it was Ozible's ability to think, to cook up the story quickly and calmly, okay, in this panic situation makes it convincing. Now look at the third question. Looking back at the story, when do you think Ozible brought up his plan for getting rid of Max? Do you think he had worked out his plan in detail right from the beginning, or did he make up a plan taking advantage of events as they happened? So looking back at the story, when do you think Ozible thought up his plan? So when Ausable cooked up the plan, when Ausable hatched the plan, did he make this plan in advance, or promptly, or rapidly, or on the spot when he saw Max, then he made this plan? When? So this answer can be answered in this way: as Max was expecting a very important document, as Ausable, not Max, sorry, as Ausable was expecting a very important document. Okay, so that's why he must have thought in advance. So it can be answered in this way: Ausable was very careful about important document, so some part of his plan he cooked up in advance, but some part of his plan, or when Max was there, he did not accept Max to be there. So using presence of mind, some action of his plan he acted using his presence of mind later. So how this question can be answered? So let's start from the beginning. So we can say that yes, Ausable was very careful about the document, and it was very important report on missile. So that's why when he was coming back to his room, he ordered drink, and when the waiter arrived, he said to Max they were police, but some part of his plan he hatched using his presence of mind. He took advantages of the event as they happened. Ausable made a story of the balcony outside the room, and as there was a knock at the door, he told it would be police. All these events threatened Max. In such a hurry, he became restless and without seeing jumped out of the window. So it can be said that not the complete plan, but some part of his plan Ausable made in advance, but some part of his plan he made using his presence of mind. He also took the advantages of the event which happened on the spot. Okay, so now let us discuss, talk about it. In this story, Ausable shows great presence of mind, or the ability to think quickly and act calmly and wisely in a situation of danger and surprise. Give examples from your own experience, or narrate a story which shows someone's presence of mind. Okay, so this question can be answered using your own experience, where you have used your presence of mind and you have sorted out any problem in your life. Okay, or it can be answered through a story which you have read ever. Okay, so here you can give example of story which you read in your 9th class. Yes, it is If I Were You. This story is reference to the play If I Were You, in which Gerard was captured by a criminal and the criminal pointed gun towards him, but he treated the criminal as a guest and trapped him in his confidence. He achieved the criminal to run away as police is behind him. He told the criminal to run through the exit door, which was actually a cupboard door, no? Which you have read in 9th class, how he made fool of that intruder. He made fool of the intruder, and he made him believe that the police was behind him. Okay, and the criminal excited through the door and was caught in the cupboard. So how Gerard, using his presence of mind, made fool of intruder, and intruder was caught, intruder was locked in the cupboard. So you can give example of that story or any other story which you have read, or you can answer to this question using your own experience. Okay, so now let us discuss the next question. Discuss what you would do in the situations described below. Remember that presence of mind comes out of a state or mental preparedness. If you have thought about possible problems or dangers and about how to act in such situations, you have a better chance of dealing with the situations if they do arise. So students, if you have planned about anything in advance, only then your presence of mind can help you. As in the story, Ozable knew that he was going to receive a very important document which was on missile, and he also must have expected maths, because he was going to receive a very important document, and also his appearance was not like a secret agent. So he already planned some action of his plan. He already planned about that. He was going to receive a very important document, so some danger might be there. So if you plan about anything in advance, only then your presence of mind works. Okay, so that's why here in the question it is written there. Remember that presence of mind comes out of a state of mental preparedness. If you have thought about possible problem or dangers and about how to act in such situations, you have a better chance of dealing with such situations if they do desire. If you have never thought about what happened if any sparking takes place in your home, or fire breaks out in the kitchen, then what happens? If you haven't planned in advance, then your presence of mind won't work. Okay, so let us go through these points. So have you ever planned in advance? So what if a small fire starts in your kitchen? What you would do? Have you planned? No. So we must plan these things in advance. Only in that condition our presence of mind will work. What if a child starts to choke on a piece of food? Then what you would do? What if an electrical appliance starts to hiss and give out sparks? Then what would you do? What if a bicycle knocks down a pedestrian? What if it rains continuously for more than 24 hours? A member of your family does not return home at the usual or expected time as it is happening right now. If anyone is away from your family, so they cannot return because of lockdown due to uh, uh, precautionary measures of from coronavirus. So students, all these things may happen anytime, so we must ready for them mentally. We must plan in advance for the same. Okay, so can you answer? So you have to write notes, okay, using your presence of mind, using your advanced planning. What you have planned in advance, what would you do if a small fire starts in your kitchen? So you have to write a note on it. And then another note, a child starts to choke on a piece of food, and in the same way an electrical appliance starts to hiss and gives out sparks, or a bicycle knocks down a pedestrian. It rains continuously for more than 24 hours. A member of your family does not return home at the usual or expected time. So you may suggest other such situations. Okay, you may add such other situations which may happen anytime in your house or in your surrounding. So you must write notes in your fair notebook. Okay, and please complete your work on time. Only a few students have emailed me the images of their fair notebooks so far. So maximum students, they haven't sent yet. So I request you all, finish your work on time and send the images of your notebook on my email ID, which I have mentioned in your WhatsApp group. Okay, so write summary must be written, word meanings which I have highlighted during explanation in my notes on the screen. You can easily see that I have highlighted meanings of hard words next to them in yellow color. So please must write meanings of all those words in your notebook, must write summary, must write answers to all the questions, and must write these notes. Okay, so see you in next video. Bye bye.